Good morning, everyone. It's September the 3rd. It's extracting day, and we're going to start by extracting some of the langstroth mediums frames that I got of honey here. I got 4 of them ready to go. This extractor will extract 4 medium frames. It'll extract 2 deep frames, langstroth, and 2 LAYENS frames. So follow along as I start my extraction process today. We'll start here by uncapping this frame here. Yeah, I'm down here.
Where are you at?
I'm in here.
Oh. My stomach's upset. I'm gonna go see if I can take a nap, and then I'm gonna get in the shower.
Okay.
That's a sticky mess, isn't it? Is it dark or light?
It's medium.
Yeah, it is kind of ambery, isn't it? Kind of stinks. Don't like honey though.
You're in the way of my camera.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're filming?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's fine. I'll edit it out.
I didn't know you were filming it.
I find the sawing motion is the best way to do it. These frames are drawn out pretty good, so they're uncapping real easy. Not quite drawn out as far as the other 2 have been. I'm gonna have to do some uncapping with gotta find a spot for my knife. There. So these combs come in handy to get these areas that are not drawn out as far so you get it with a knife. This honey's a medium color, looks like. Won't be hard to tell until we fully get it extracted and get it in the bottle or the jar. That side is done. See if this other side is drawn out any better. Yeah, it's drawn out a little bit better. Heavy cappings on it. That's going all the way through. Okay, I'm going to leave that. I'll probably end up blowing that frame out. frame was, foundation was. Nah, I don't want that, I want my knife. And this one isn't drawn out either, far enough to slice off with a knife. That's how it's supposed to be done, right there. Okay, let's see if we can get this to spin out here. Open the gate up here. See if it starts draining yet. And it's not quite there. Okay, that side's about done. Turn these around. Let's put a glove here. Good. I want to flip it back one more time the other way and run them. Okay, well, I removed those frames off camera. They're over here in the medium box. I've got 4 more frames here to spin out, and then I got another 2 in there. I've also got some LAYENS frames that I'm going to spin out in this today. I'm going to go ahead and spin the 4 of these out right now, and then I'll bring you back when I start spinning out the LAYENS frames. I'll probably spin these 2 frames with one of the LAYENS frames I've got. I've got an uneven amount of LAYENS frames, so we'll be back then. Okay, we're ready to extract 2 of the LAYENS frames of honey. There's that first one. I'm going to go ahead and get it uncapped here. Now my knife isn't long enough to go all the way across, so I have to go from one side and then the other. This isn't working the best in the world, but it job done. Might be better off to use the comb. Well, I'm not going to bore you with that. I'll bring you back whenever I get ready to extract. Okay, I'm back and we're extracting LAYENS frames now. Got 2 of them in there. We're going to start this out slow. The LAYENS frames are foundation. Well, one of them is. I think the other one is too. We'll see. Flip these frames around like I did the other ones so we can get the other side. I did modify this a little bit from last time I used it. The bar across the top was too wide and it was hard to get the frames in and out. So I cut a chunk out of each side, about a 1/2 inch out of each side, the width of the frame. so it's easier to get the frame down in there. Wipe my hands off real quick here. Okay. Now we'll run this other side. Okay, flip them back one more time and get the rest out of the first side here. This one does have a foundation in it. I made some frames up with foundations in them this year as a test just to see how they would work. I was at the North American Honeybee Expo and saw someone had foundations in LAYENS frames they were selling, and I thought, well, I'd try it and see what it does. And they seem to be doing real well. They drew the foundations out much quicker than did foundationless and start putting honey in them right away. So I'm planning on using those for honey frames and the foundationless for my brood frames. So I'm going to spin this side out and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back and I've got 2 more frames of LAYENS frames in the extractor, and I thought I'd bring you in for a closer look to see what the honey looks like as it is being spun out. So it's gonna be kind of noisy, but I'll cut the volume down whenever I'm spinning. Okay, I'm going to turn these frames around so we don't blow them out spinning too much weight from the other side. And here we go again. As you notice, it's not spinning out as much honey, but I'm going to spin it for a little while longer. Okay, we're going to flip it back to the other side one more time to make sure we got all the honey out of that side. Okay, that's going to be good enough. Okay, here you can see where I notched out the top bar to make it easier to get these frames in and out of. And as you see, it does a good job of getting the honey out of that frame. Frame is light. Got a couple of cells that still have some honey in it that I guess I didn't get uncapped, but I want to feed these back to the bees and they'll clean that up. Okay, well, I've got 3 more LAYENS frames and 2 langstroth frames to spin out. I'm going to spin these 2 of these LAYENS frames out off camera, and then I'll bring you back whenever I go to spin out the langstroth frames and the LAYENS frame just to see how it works. I've not tried it before, but I think it should work fine. Okay, I did decide to bring you back to show you this frame. Let me come over there closer. See how it's drawn out way past the frame there? It did quite the job of drawing that one out. So, I'm going to have to cut that back to the frame because it won't fit down in the extractor like that. side is not, evidently they drew it into an empty frame is what happened. So by having drawn frames, you can get them to draw them straighter, or have foundation in the frames. This one's a foundationless one, and it's the new wiring. I put out a video earlier this year how I was wiring my frames because I had comb collapse the last couple of years. Last year was really bad. I had several collapse on me. But this year I followed Monty, who is the Suburban Sod Buster on YouTube, wiring configuration, and it's crossed up, the wires are crossed up so the comb doesn't have a chance to slide down the wires and collapse on it. So far they've worked pretty good. We're still, verdict's still out, but I don't think it's going to collapse on me. So got a couple more places there, and a couple of spots here where they capped it shallow and didn't, must have been another flow come in, and they capped some of it and then uncapped it and finished off, that it's so wonky like that. But by extracting your honey like this, a lot of people that have LAYENS hive do what's called crush and strain, and doing it that way you destroy all the comb, which is a very valuable resource for your bees. It takes a lot of energy and nectar to draw that comb out. And I was originally going to do crush and strain with my honey, and I decided after seeing how much it takes for them to draw out a frame of comb that an extractor would be much better. You can purchase LAYENS extractors. There's a couple of them out there. Dr. Leo has one. You can buy one on Miller Bee Supply that you can put a LAYENS basket in, and also Hilco brand extractors. They have a LAYENS extractor. And my wife and I were talking today that I might get an extractor next year since I'm extracting more and more honey. This wasn't too bad this year, but hopefully next year I'll have more honey to extract. So I'm thinking about maybe buying a Hilco this coming year. So this might be the last time you see me use this. I don't know, but it's done its purpose, and it was pretty reasonable to put together. So I'm going to go ahead and extract these frames, and I'll bring you back when I'm done. Okay, well, let's see how that did. That ended up doing real well, extracting those langstroth frames and that LAYENS frame. So by doing it this way, next spring they have a place to start putting honey or nectar in as soon as the flow is on and making honey. They don't have to draw this comb out. They can finish drawing this frame out next year and filling it up. So I mentioned in one of my harvest videos that I've had some questions about the extractor, if I've made any changes and what changes that I've made. The only change that I've made is by cutting the top bar, the notches in the top bar so far. if I continue using this, I will probably cut a little bit of length off of the bottom support, because it does spray a little bit of honey once in a while up above the ridge of the top of the trash can. So to make that a little bit better and not have honey slinging out of the trash can, I'll probably cut an inch or so off of the bottom of those. But other than that, I right now, since I'm probably going to invest in a extractor, a commercial extractor, I will probably leave it as is. And I thought about putting bearings in the top and the bottom, but at this point I'm not going to. But then I had a question about the trash can I used, whether or not it was food grade. And I did check into it and found the markings on the trash can, and according to what I found on the internet, it is definitely food grade plastic. So I'll show you a clip of that in this video. But I've had a lot of views on my original video of this extractor, how I built it and extracted my first honey with it. So I'll leave a link at the end of this video for those videos, and I hope you enjoyed watching me extract a little bit of honey today. And till we see you out the bee yard, happy beekeeping, and thanks for watching.